welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. Today I am here to share with you guys my most recent finish, which is a kit from Diamond Art Club. This is a fairly newish release. I believe this one came out maybe in the middle of May. I picked this one up with points, which was nice. And as soon as I unboxed it, I pretty much let you guys know that I would be working on it as soon as possible. And that just happened to make it my first kit for July. So today we're talking about Colorful Sailboats by Peggy Collins. This is a 50.6 centimeter by 76 centimeter round drill canvas. This one had 87 colors with 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust drills, and it turned out so good. Let me move my containers so you can see it kind of. I will go ahead and pop up a full-length image for you guys here so you can see it in the correct orientation. But wow, this kit, I knew it was going to be good. You guys know I love Peggy Collins's artwork. I love sailboats. I love ocean themed kits. So this one was right up my alley, but honestly, it was kind of even better than I was expecting. So I started this one on July 4th and I finished it on July 12th, which 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 days, but I missed like 2 days of diamond painting. So I flew through this one quite a bit faster than I was expecting, and I was pleasantly surprised by that. So I start my diamond paintings in the bottom right-hand corner, which means I started your guys' top right with how it's laid on the desk. That is where I started my diamond painting, and I worked my way across, and then I went back to the other side, worked my way across. Now, when I unboxed this one, I remember saying something about the confetti, and I felt like there was going to be some decent amounts of confetti. And obviously just by looking at this canvas with all the colors, even just hearing 87 colors in a kit that's really not massive, I would call like the 50 something by 75, 76, like that's like a normal size canvas to me. I don't consider that to be a big project. It's once we get into like the 70 by 90 and like all those larger ones, that's what I consider a large kit. For me, this is kind of like my ideal size. And when I saw 87 colors, I was like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? So I will say that the bottom half of the canvas is definitely where the confetti is. That took me the most to work on. And then once I got to kind of like where the sails start here in the middle, obviously there's a lot of colors still. It was still some confetti, but it was much more in the color blocky range for me. And I felt like I was working up sections a lot faster than when I was working on the bottom. So that was a nice surprise. I was kind of expecting it to be confetti heavy the whole way through, and I was starting to get nervous that like I wasn't going to finish it as quickly as I thought. But yeah, I think it turned out great. I love the colors. I think the rendering is really good. I think the way that the reflection in the water was rendered, I think it came out so nice. I really don't have anything bad to say about this diamond painting. Oh, I missed some drills. Oops. Looks like I missed a couple of blue and a couple of orange. Those didn't fall out. I just didn't put them on the canvas. I'm surprised nobody saw that on my Instagram post. I feel like usually when I miss drills, people are like, you missed a drill. So I'll go back and fix that. But what I was going to say is I was really happy with the poured glue on this canvas. Something that I often talk about in my post reviews, especially from Diamond Art Club, is the poured glue of it all. Was there enough? Was it slippery? Was it sticky? And this one was really nice. I did not feel like my drills were sliding all over the place. I felt like as I was placing them, they were staying where they were supposed to be, and that made me very happy. So I feel like that's also kind of the reason why I didn't get frustrated with some of the confetti on the bottom half, because I wasn't fighting against the drills. I don't mind confetti as long as things are going smoothly. And with this one, they were. So that was great. Really happy to have that experience with this particular diamond painting. Now, one thing that I did want to mention, and we'll talk about I guess we can talk about the drills now because the next thing is kind of drill focused. I had a color that had 2 dye lots in it. Now, I don't remember the color. I didn't write it down. I wrote my note, but then I didn't write which DMC it was. I know it was a brown, but I actually went back and I watched my kitting up for this diamond painting because I was like, did I mix 2 bags? Like, did I mess up in the kitting up? And from what I could tell, no, I did not. It's been known to happen. It's happened before, but it just seems like the one bag of brown drills had 2 different shades of the same color. Now, they were very close. It wasn't like an obvious, oh, this is this DMC and this is that DMC. They were like close enough that to me, it just seemed like they were different dye lots. So it doesn't matter. If I was to look at like the brown shades, I know it was in the bottom half of the canvas. I know that much for sure. But if I was to look at the brown shades, I don't feel like I'd be able to pick out which color it was because there are just a couple of different of those kind of like orangey, reddy brown type of colors. So I don't feel like it was obvious, but it is something that I noticed as I was placing the drills. I didn't do anything about it. I didn't pick out the other color. I didn't work around the other color. I was just like, you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to put these drills down and it'll just add a little more dimension. So it worked out. But I did just want to mention it in case you're working on this kit or you plan to work on this kit. But then I guess I wasn't really helpful because I didn't write down which DMC it was. So good job, Laura. As far as the drills as a whole, I do feel like the drills were fine. Now, my trash situation is a little bit wonky because I started this kit over 4th of July weekend and I forgot to bring a trash minder or like an extra container for my trash. So I was just throwing all my trash into the white tray here. So when I got home, I tried to collect it all. I don't know if this is like the best representation of the trash drills that I had, but I'll still show it to you guys. But, oops, I just hit my own light. As a whole, the colors were so fun. I mean, we had like some bright oranges and like corally colors, some red, just tons of really pretty colors. And I did enjoy working with that quite a bit. I feel like, I don't know, like the super colorful kit was just kind of what I really needed. And it made me really happy to work on. So tons of fun colors. Obviously there are some black shades and darker shades, but mostly just fun, really pretty colors that we were working with. If you watched the kitting up for this one, I did have static in the drills. The static kind of stuck around as I was working on it, but it didn't really affect the process for me too much. And I had plenty of every color. So that's always something that I kind of have in the back of my mind. For me, a diamond painting, trash-wise, it really only matters if I run out of a color. And I did not have that problem. I had plenty of everything left over, which is always nice. So I'll show you guys the trash that I do have. Again, I don't know if this is the best representation, but it's what I have to work with. I feel like some of my trash drills have just gone missing because I will say that I had more than this, but I don't feel like I had a ton of trash. I feel like it was fine for this canvas size, and most of the trash that I had is either drills that have little tiny holes in them or drills that were like hollowed out in the bottom. So I didn't even realize it was a bad drill until I went to go put it down and it wouldn't come off the pen because it wasn't flat on the bottom. So overall, the drill quality was fine. Really nothing to complain about at all. I just always like to share my trash drills in my post reviews. This trash drill minder is from Wilson 3D Designs, if you're interested. And I guess I'll just go over my accessories. So my tray is this really pretty blue glitter tray from Bijou Bliss. Is it Bijou Bliss Designs or Bijou Bliss? I can't remember. Really pretty. Since this was such a rainbowy kit, I did decide to go for my rainbow pen from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. I love this one. It's really pretty. And I was kind of like, what direction do I go in with my accessories? And then I'm looking at the canvas and I was like, how can I choose anything other than my rainbow pen? So perfect fit in my opinion. My cover minder is from a company that has since closed down, and I wish I could remember the name. I loved this collection. I think I have 2 other cover minders. I also got like the big seashell wax holder, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the 4 things. But unfortunately, the shop closed down. So if you recognize this item, like from this collection release, please let me know the name of the shop. Even though they're closed, I still like to kind of give you guys the name of who created them because these are so pretty. Not necessarily the perfect cover minder, but it matched the colors. I realized that I am lacking in a sailboat cover minder, so I feel like that's something that I need to rectify for my cover minder collection. And then for wax, I used Sea Salt Orchid from Excuse Me Designs. This one's just like a really fresh, beachy scent. So kind of like a neutrally summer type of scent. My washi tape, the rainbow splatter one, I feel like I was kind of going a little out there with this choice of washi tape, but again, the colors were just so perfect. This one is from Amanda Michelle Designs. And then the thin roll of MT brand tape is from Amazon. I have a whole set of a bunch of different colors that I've had for years at this point. I also used my, what do they call this? Like my 3-in-1 tool from Kevin's DP Creations? DP Pen? I think it's DP Creations. I love this thing. It's perfect for opening Elizabeth Ward containers. You can also use it to take your stickers and labels off. It is amazing. I love this little piece of wood. It's perfect for diamond painting. And then I did also have a backup pen for the ABs. This one was from Axe and Iron. It's very small. It's a lot shorter than a regular pen and skinnier as well. If you have small hands, if you have carpal tunnel, I really recommend the Axe and Iron brand pens. And I had this one just with regular diamond painting wax in the multiplacer for the ABs because they were giving me a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up one more full-length image for you guys here. Let me know how you feel about this one. I am very happy with the finish. I feel like it's nearly impossible for a Peggy Collins image to disappoint me because it's just, I don't know, something about her artwork just jives with me and I love it. So really happy that I was able to complete this one. I don't know whether it's available right now or not. I feel like some of you had said that it sold out, so definitely check the Diamond Art Club site if you're interested in it. If it is sold out, you can always sign up for email notifications. So that's gonna do it for today's Post Review Friday. Again, let me know, how do you feel about this one? Have you worked on it? Did you pick it up? Are you going to work on it? Don't be scared, because I was pleasantly surprised with how quickly I was able to work this one up. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.